Welcome back to Trail Sim Zero. I'm the TheDarkSeraph. Last time, we met Sully and helped solve a little dilemma here. As I mentioned before, Sully actually becomes a dancer for Arkansas. I'm just now noticing that there's a button just to save right from the pause menu. I don't have to go to system. But, whatever. This one? Yeah, there they are. Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We hear about that support request you submitted. Are you free? Yes, thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. What does this work entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. Let's have a quick meeting to go over it. Roger. Something's telling me that we've got a legit police work ahead of us. Now, about the reason we've called you here today, we want the Special Support Section to help us expose a counterfeit dealer who should be on their way to Crossbell as we speak. Counterfeit? What? Counterfeit dealers are a variety of scammers who put fake logos on famous brand-name goods on inferior products to trick customers. They can potentially deal any type of product, but tend to favor high-end or luxury goods, such as clothing or ornaments. Selling counterfeit qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossbell state law. She really had all that memorized, yeah. That's the gist of it. Every year, loads of counterfeit dealers tried their hand in Crossbell posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Verne Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers has earned these crooks a lot of money. Thought of them preying on innocent people just to make a quick buck really pisses me off. Let me get this straight. You want us to help you take these guys down. Exactly. It hurts me to say this, though we get countless police reports filed by victims every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living. We'll need to crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in CPD. You're right. Okay, I understand the situation. If you truly think the SSS is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. What would you like for us to do? Here's the deal. We've narrowed down their spot of entry to 3 spots: Crossbell Station, the airport, and Tangrim Gate. We've got the station and airport covered, so I want you guys to keep a watch at Tangrim Gate. Okay. You guys rendezvous at Tangrim Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Okay. Sounds simple enough. At some point on this day of the festival, we're supposed to be able to go to that old battlefield to the north of Aromica. Flammy. Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. Hello, Noel. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander, Major Seeker. Nice to see you. Hello, you four. Given you come to see me directly, I assume that something's happened. Yes, actually, there's something we'd like to discuss with you, if you don't mind. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on Tangrim Gate's cooperation. Thank you. Hold up. You sure you guys can afford to spare manpower? Don't all the border gates get crazy busy during the festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, border security is the responsibility of the CGF guardsmen who are stationed at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think it's our duty to get involved with this issue of yours. Well put, Seeker. There's no need for the special support section to have any reservations on our behalf. That being said, we are currently short on hands, so the amount of aid we can provide is limited. Any assistance you can provide is welcome. And I know it's sudden, but do you think we'd have an opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to the police intel, the counterfeit dealer should be arriving at Tangrim Gate around noon. Noon, huh? Now that you mention it, I believe there is a bus from Calvert scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel is truly accurate, your dealer should be on board. You know, there's a brief window of time where passengers from Calvert bus have to wait for the domestic Crossbell bus line to arrive. Usually people waiting for their connecting bus head over to the mess hall or to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we've got a plan. First, the Sergeant Major will come up with some excuses to escort passengers into the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not causing any ruckus, and try to find our counterfeit dealer. If you ever wanted to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but it should be enough time to screen the passengers. I am curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. I'm starting to feel a little anxious. You still have some time until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I can have beds prepared if you need it. Well, I've done all the quests, so... Well, most of the quests. I still have to get one more picture at that ancient battlefield, but I can't go there yet. Welcome to Crossbell States, I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey. Fortunately, it won't be long until the bus to Crossbell arrives. If you'd like, feel free to rest up in the mess hall while you wait. I think I'll take you up on that. That one with the hairband is standing out. That all of them? Should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. I appreciate it, Sergeant Major Seeker. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers total, and we're positive that all of them are from the Republic. Are you sure you are allowed to show this list to people outside the CGF? In a way, this is tantamount to the disclosure of personal information. Deputy Commander Bayos has already authorized me to give you any information that may assist you in your investigation. And given that no one's name or address is included on the list, we're not leaking any sensitive details. Okay. Oh dear, oh my, what a handsome young man. You remind me of my grandson. In fact, such an air of intelligence far beyond your years. Thank you. Ma'am, are you from Crossbell? Oh, no, I'm from Calvert, my dear. You see, my son's family lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. If you can believe it, it's been almost 3 years since I last stepped foot in Crossbell. 3 years too long. You seem happy, ma'am. How could I not? After all, it's been a long time since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. It feels like it was only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. I can't wait to see how big he's gotten over the years. My dear grandson, all grown up. Okay, so she's just here visiting family. Hey, you four. Don't you think that lady's up to something? Which one? The black-haired one, sitting over there on the other side wearing a pantsuit. I saw her with the rest of the passengers, but she strikes me out like a sore thumb. She's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. Okay. I'm returning home. I've been vacationing in Calvert, but I made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting your time with me? If you're boarding the bus too, you should be really keep an eye on that lady with the black hair. Now she's suspicious. Okay, lady with the black hair. The one with the hairband, I assume. Check her out. Isn't that Kalika? You weren't riding on that bus, were you? What? Oh well. Since we got here so late, we decided we'd spend the night. Is that so? Well, I suppose that's a sound reason as any. Enlighten me, madam. What exactly are you doing in Crossbell? I suppose you could say that I'm here searching for a jewel. What sort of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one. One that can enchant people in the rest of this very state. And if I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. Though I may have to stop at whatever means necessary in order to see it, though. Why is she being so cryptic? That looks like Kalika from the Sky trilogy. Okay, so these two are siblings just taking a trip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, and 9. Might we ask why you're coming to Crossbell? What's it to you? Curious, sir. What's with the hostility, old man? You got some secret you're hiding? The hell are you accusing me of? Randy. Hey now, no need to get angry. I'm on your wavelength. Crossbell is swarming with all sorts of cuties, not to mention it's full of fun little places that you can take them to. Gotta say, I like your style, old man. Want me to tell you some of my favorite spots? Such shamelessness. Fishing. I came here to fish, okay? I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I came here to fish. Also, I'm your freshwater species. Alone. Something wrong with that, punk? Nah, man, I'm cool with that. Sorry for teasing you. That's one way to get someone to talk. Crude and unusual, but effective. Attention passengers, the bus bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. For those boarding, please head towards Tangram's Gate parking lot. Again, that woman with the black hair looks like Kalika, but I don't remember if Kalika had black hair or not. Okay, it's lagging out. Give me a second. We should be on our way then. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up and you will not be able to track them down. Probably that black-haired woman, since, you know, she has a unique portrait. First off, we should sort through all the information we have on the counterfeiting ring. The group of counterfeit dealers split up and entered Crossbell via the train station, airport, and Tangram Gate. At least according to a report given by Donovan. That's right. If the report is accurate, our culprit should be one of the passengers on this bus. Probably working independently. From what we can conclude, that is likely the ring's leader. Seriously, would their leader be working solo with no backup? It's possible, but what's the reasoning behind this? It's relatively simple to explain. For them to sell their merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods into Crossbell. Naturally, it seems odd for them to be using a bus route to Tangram. Now that you mention it, if I were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbell via train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the station and airport do not require as strict security screenings for people from the Republic or Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to underlings is the name of the game. And by the process of elimination, our culprit had already ordered his goons to smuggle through the station and airport. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly enter Crossbell. Is that what you're getting at? Couldn't have summed it up better. It's circumstantial evidence, but it still holds weight. When we apply that logic in this case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out, so the siblings, father, and son are clear. But there's something else. When I was questioning the passengers, one of them said something fishy. That person is most likely the leader of the Counterfeit ring. The kind old lady who claims she came to Crossbell to see her grandchild for the first time in 3 years. The dark-haired woman shrouded in mystery. The young girl who seemed to distrust the black-haired woman. And the merchant who says he travels back and forth between Crossbell and the Republic. You positive? Let me rethink. Give me a second. A woman. That's what it says according to the guy, but I think that black-haired woman is Kalika. That's what Wiki Fandom's telling me. Ah! Because it's the... She said the theme park 3 years ago, which didn't exist. Okay, that was your hint. The Michelin Wonderland didn't exist 3 years ago. Also, she looks kind of young from this angle. Oh, but isn't those fine young folk that they met at the border? What might you dearies need with a little old lady like myself? We apologize for not having told you this sooner, but we're with the Crossbell Police. We'd like you to answer a few quick questions, ma'am. Excuse me, Sonny? Are you implying something? What am I guilty of? No matter the situation, isn't it rude to bother a frail old lady like myself? I understand your reservation. The CPD received some interesting information today. A certain group of criminals are supposedly trying to infiltrate Crossbell. We were tasked with investigating Tangram Gate, so we covertly questioned any inbound tourists there. One of them stood out due to practically a strange remark. That remark came from you, ma'am. What's that supposed to mean, son? One of your statements in the dining hall struck me as incredibly suspicious. I believe you claimed that it's been about 3 years since you last came to Crossbell. What's so strange about that? And the area in Calvert I'm from isn't very close to Crossbell. There's nothing weird about me visiting infrequently. I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. The problem is what followed. You said you went to the theme park with your grandson during your last visit. Oh, I see the issue. You sly dog. Your fate has already been sealed, ma'am. I'm not following. It's quite simple. If you really had visited Crossbell 3 years ago, like you claim, you wouldn't have had trouble visiting Michelin Wonderland, considering it didn't even exist at the time. Damn it! I mean, the thing is... Oh yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Silly old me must have read about it somewhere and got myself confused. You know how it is with us elderly folks, right? You are... bullshit. Oh, it was a misunderstanding? No problem. Do you mind if we give your grandson's family a quick call to corroborate your story? I'm sure they'd be real quick to defend you if the police suspected you, right? Then again, that's not even an option. You can't call someone who isn't real. It's pretty funny when you think about it. You went to visit a non-existent theme park with a non-existent grandson. This type of mistake would have been possible for someone who has visited Crossbell in the last 2 years. Frequently coming here to run your crooked business. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you think a kind elderly lady like myself would be heinous enough to pawn off counterfeit goods on unsuspecting people? I do believe you just put the final nail in your coffin. Not once during this exchange did we specify the crime. Crap. Way to fall for one of the oldest tricks in the book, you old bat. It's about time you face the music. I'm sure you have a perfectly logical explanation as to why you have access to sensitive information. We will be more than happy to listen to you in our interrogation room. I give you one last chance, ma'am. Turn yourself in peacefully, or else. Who'd go along with a bunch of idiotic whippersnappers? What? She's gone off her rocker. Her true nature has finally been revealed. Y'all are just a bunch of cowards trying to deceive a helpless old lady like myself. I'm sure the goddess will smite you if you don't correct your nasty behavior. It is honestly laughable how you can utter such nonsense without a hint of irony. Are you not guilty of deceiving others with your unscrupulous business? Shut up, you damn munchkin! Munchkin? I hate you. I hate you all. This is exactly why the police and bracers are trash. I bet you think you're so righteous. Maybe you morons should get off your friggin' high horse. Calm down, man. If you could just be with us quietly. Zip it, punk. You got cotton in your ears? I said I'm not going. Don't make me repeat myself again. No, don't make me repeat myself again. If you think you can catch me so easily, then why don't you go ahead and try me? Yeah, I don't think Munchkin. She's still on the Munchkin part. Don't underestimate you friggin' brats. Just you wait. Oh, and there's her. Oh, dearie me. I must have accidentally stuck my leg out while I wasn't looking. Yeah, I think that's Kalika. Are you still breathing, madam? You bitch. What the hell do you think you're doing? I see that. Despite your age, you still have energy to spare. What's she doing on the ground? Hey, you guys, that black-haired lady is here. Wait a second. Did you do this? We can talk later. I suggest you restrain her while you have the chance. This woman seems to have some serious pep in her step. Damn you! God, you mind helping me out, Ellie? Not at all. I apologize, but could you accompany us for the time being? Especially since it would seem that you played a significant role in this arrest. Very well. I wasn't intending on standing out, but perhaps this is simply fate. Rest easy, ma'am. It would be my absolute pleasure to escort a fine lady like yourself. Could I ask your name, then? Like I give you my name to some scrawny little brat like you. Scrawny? Listen here, Granny. Do you have any idea of the position you're in? You're aware we've already arrested all of your friends, right? You can't, so can it, and start cooperating. Shut your yap, you little shit! Didn't your parents teach you any manners? I kinda like the old bat. You're talking to a lady, yeah? Don't you know it's common courtesy to serve her a cup of tea or something? Okay, sure, I'll bring it in later. Is Raymond gonna be alright in there by himself? She's a tough nut, that's for sure, but don't worry, he'll be fine. Besides, this is a secure facility. She won't be getting out of here anytime soon. I don't know, somehow I could see her brute forcing her way out of anything. I agree. By the way, who's the beautiful young lady over there? You know, now that you mention it, I never asked her. Excuse me, man, we need your name and occupation, please, for police business, of course. It is Kalika! I'm a Calvardian entertainment producer. Like fucking hell you are! You're an intelligence agent. I came to Crossbell, well, let's say it was by chance. You're an intelligence officer. I did that whole fucking storyline in Trails in the Sky 3. You are full of shit, lady, but then again, you gotta keep it quiet. Kalika, eh? Gotta say, I dig it. And you're a producer to boot. You definitely look the part. I mean, that in the best ways. You helped us apprehend the suspect, Inspector. She helped us apprehend that suspect, Inspector. Excuse our poor manners, man. The CPD thanks you for your invaluable cooperation. If you like, I'm sure we can scrounge up a reward for you. Oh, please, it's quite alright. I didn't do anything much. Certainly not enough to warrant a reward. Well, if you're sure, if I'm being honest, it's a real relief to hear you say that. Please remain professional, Inspector. Actually, I've been wondering, how did the stakeouts at the train station and airport go? Oh, that, luckily the dealers were caught and arrested. And on top of that, we were able to confiscate all their shit. So if all goes according to plan, they'll be out of business for the rest of the year. Rest of the year, are you saying they'll be getting off the hook with only minor charges? It's nothing like it's going to be it's not looking like it's going to be a stern warning and an entry ban prohibiting them from entering Crossbell for the month. They're not even going to be detained? So what you're saying is all that didn't amount to jack shit. Tio said it before, according to state law, it's only a minor criminal offense, and since they're foreigners, we can't do much. Trust me, I understand how disheartening it may be, but this is as much as we can do. Don't be discouraged, you four did fine work today. Especially when you consider the fact that they'll be out of commission for the festival. Chief, please help me. Crossbell's authority really is weak, as the rumors say. Well, I suppose I cannot be surprised about that. What do you mean? Laws exist to protect the well-being of those who live under them, and yet, Crossbell's laws seem designed for the sole purpose of keeping it obedient to Erebonia and Calvert. I think that's something you've run up against on more than one occasion, yes? I imagine it must be extremely frustrating. Even so, I think you can all hold your heads high. Fighting against an unjust status quo is admirable. Though I suppose it's none of my business as a Calvardian, regardless, I'd advise you not to give up. I'm sure your efforts will pay off one day. Kalika? Now that that's settled, what's your plan? I reserved a room for myself in one of the entertainment district hotels. I plan on staying there during my visit. Would be more than happy to show you the way. I appreciate the gesture, but don't worry, I'm well acquainted with the city. You said the entertainment district. Does that perhaps have something to do with the motive behind your visit? Birds. Birds. Shush. I need you to be quiet, okay? You are a sharp one, aren't you? That's right. I've come to see Arkansas. If possible, I was hoping to get them to agree to a performance in the Republic. A tour, perhaps. You're looking to book them. Why, of course, Arkansas is an enchanting septium vein lying dormant in Crossbell. Have they the charisma to capture Calvert with their magical shows? They can create a vortex of enthusiasm for theater there. Determining that is my main job here in Crossbell. Bullshit. Interesting. So then why was she talking about a jewel at Tangram Gate? She was talking about to Arkansas all along? You're an interesting bunch. Still diamonds in the rough, to be sure. But there's definitely something pure and true inside of you. You're all professionals as well, deducing who the culprit was like that. That wasn't something that comes to people easily. Let's both do our best from here on out, okay? Yeah, I didn't think it was you. I almost wanted to say it was you, but I recognized your portrait. She was the guild receptionist for Zeiss, I believe? For the Zeiss branch it was? Yeah, because that's the one that's closest to Calvert. Call. Lloyd speaking. Bingo. Wasn't sure this was the right number. Who is this? Yona. It's Yona, dummy. Yona Sacred. You know, the amazing genius hacker. Right. Wait, hold on a second. How did you get this number? Pretty easy. All I had to do was run a quick search of the police database. Man, the security was a joke. I was like water running through a freaking strainer. Don't worry though, it's not like there was any top secret info in there anyway. How is this still not illegal? Who is it, Lloyd? It's that hacker kid. Him again. Always a troublemaker. What do you want? Sure you didn't call us just to brag about your skill. I was getting to it. I was actually wondering if I could submit a request. Seriously? Well, not you in particular. I need Tio's help with something. Could you pass a message? We're really busy here, Yona. Is this just a private matter? We can't deal with it right now. Well, private wouldn't be entirely inaccurate, but there's a big reward in it for you. What do you say? Yona, we aren't bracers. In other words, we don't intend on accepting any direct compensation. Oh wow, aren't you all high and mighty? And I'm not talking money, dude. I got a memory quartz loaded with info you guys might be interested in. Does that change anything? I'll take that confident grunt as a yes. Well, anyway, just head over to my place when you can. I'll fill you in on the details. Fine. What's that about? A lot, honestly. What a rascal. He really knows how to get us. Be that as it may be smart to go and at least hear what he has to say. Yeah, might as well. Well, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails from Zero as I go talk to Yona Sacred. I'm the Dark Seraph signing off. I have a headache now.